Came in to hunt a spot where we found some elk before the storm. There was a couple old boys up in here camped then. They were hunting, but it sounded like they were going back to work, but apparently they're back. And there's also somebody else on the road. Got plenty of company this morning.
We'll go sound check, see what we can fire up. But
yeah,
I hate kind of treading in on.
Right, there's already people here hunting. You know, unless something bugles off down in there. I'm assuming those guys are up on higher anyway. Yeah. May have to adapt a bit this morning.
Man, our two faces are just like
burnt.
Well, do you get some stuff on yours?
I put Vaseline on.
I was gonna say, it looks like it's shining.
After you guys left, I did a cow call on it, raked a tree, and it just up in the timber and then getting wild.
It's about 9:45. We came up here to our usual glassing spot here and we found some elk. Found a couple bulls and 10, 12 cows in a group. But the bulls have disappeared and the cows have bedded down. They're not acting real ruddy. So we're gonna leave them for now. We're gonna go prospecting back into some deeper dark timber for the next 6 hours or so. If we don't get into anything by this evening, we're gonna come back out and go up here and chase these elk because we've got them bedded from here. See, we can go get into. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. Highs in the 60s, no wind, so it'll be a good day to strike one up.
What's that? 70?
70 is what it says.
Holy cow.
Probably won't be quite that warm up here where we're going, but it's gonna be a pretty nice day.
Good day to kill one.
Good day to kill one, bud. Good day to kill one. I agree.
How you plan on getting across?
I'm hopping in.
Yeah.
Can I get in the back?
Yeah. It's days like today that things happen when you least expect it. It's noon, leaving the truck. Our original plan was foiled. Second plan was we all kind of hemmed and hawed. There's a reason we're going up here. Don't know yet why, but there's a reason. So one thing that I love about elk season is meeting people. And we just met two brothers, Tim and Paul Pearson, originally from Oregon. One guy still lives there. And man, it was just good to talk to them. And I don't know, it's kind of that elk camp camaraderie.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Real nice dudes.
I probably ran my mouth a little bit too much about where we've been on big bulls or bulls, but
don't matter.
I think the more you share in the world, the more you get back. So that's kind of my take on it.
I always say whenever you run into anybody on public land, another hunter or whatever, get as much information as you can out of each other, especially in the area that you're about to go hunting. Because then they know where you're gonna be, then you know where they're gonna be, and if you both wanna go hunt the same spot, just coordinate and go.
Yeah.
But where you run into problems is when you don't talk to them, and then you end up a mile and a half back in the woods and you're stepping on each other's toes. Watch it. It's been going like that, so we need to move to our right. It's gonna come around through that. Back up with me, boys. Just a little bit. Right there. can move up. The time before that, he didn't sound as far. Wind is good. He's coming. If he'll go right or left of this tree, I'm assuming he'll come right up the brush. Just be easy. Come right here. See him? No. I can see his antlers. No. Straight ahead. Yeah. I mean, I can see him moving through the antlers. Yeah. He's gonna come. You would think. I think so.
35, but he had a branch. I had that big limb blocking me, so I kneeled when his head went behind a tree. And then he walked out, but when he walked out, he was already quartering hard away from me, so I didn't even draw and stop him. And he came to a certain point out there. It was like there's a little bowl over there. I'm assuming he was bedded in. And he came up to the top of that bowl, and I thought he was raking at first. So I was like moving toward him, but I couldn't hear him break anything. He was just feeding. He was just bugling and feeding, trying to get us to go up there. I mean, he was 50 yards for the longest time. We could just see his antlers going back and forth. And I figured, like, he's gonna come. But then when he moved, he started moving left. And when he got behind some stuff, I moved up there to where I could see him. And eventually, I just kept trees in between me and his head. Yeah, and I was just moving right at him. I mean, I was well within bow range. But you can see down through this stuff. It's so tight, your windows. I could have shot him, but it would have been forced. Let's give him a half hour. Let's just slip over the edge and give him a half hour chill. Just move out of this wind where it's kind of funky. Let's drop back down the ridge. We'll just sit and wait.
We got some pretty dang big country. Yeah, we can go like 3 or 4 miles. We're doing the slow play on this one. He walked off. Don't know that he got a wind, but maybe caught a wind. So we just backed out. We'll slide up here, see if we can strike him up again. My approach on this one, I think, is to get him mad, bugle back at him, make him make mistakes, make his testosterone flow, let his guard down, so Warb can double lung him. 28 yards.
Right in there.
Day 10. On the 10th of September, today's the day.
I hope so. I'm gonna try.
Every day is the day, but today is the day.
The bull was right out here in this opening earlier, feeding and bugling when he was coming to us. He eventually gave up on it, and he turned and walked straight up this little ridge that we're on, heading the other direction. Didn't look like he was on a mission to go very far. He was just creeping off. I wouldn't be surprised if we work up his ridge and hit him in a couple 100 yards there. Did you hear him? He bugled. Not that far. Sounded low. How far is he? 3? There might be more than 1. This all is. Yeah, look at all that hair in there. Some hair. Elk beds. Very fresh elk beds. We have found the hub of all the elk. There's rubs, beds, there's pea droppings, fresh tracks, and elk. Pretty much everything that you would ask for. Sure it's over there? What happened? He was on the road. I heard the sound over there. Is he up and over the ridge? You guys get to the other side first. I'm gonna check him, and then if we need to move, we can move. But I want you to cross this opening before we do. Take a few steps up to him. Oh, he was just like all keyed up. Everybody feel the wind. Feel the wind now. I mean, he's not spooked at all. No. He's walking off, same as the last one. That bull was coming the whole time. He was coming to us the whole time. The setup is just not good. I mean, the wind is just not good. He still got 3 arrows. No, he's 30 yards. I was right here in this opening. You see our boot prints where I could shoot across right there. I could shoot a hole here. I could shoot right through here if he came up. Because I thought that's what he might do, is come up to this rise and look down and in here. Well, as soon as we got here, he was right there. I saw him walking through the woods. And then he started raking a tree. So me and Ted, right up here in front of this tree, is where I could shoot him, like right through here, right through here. I got back into this opening, and he walks behind this bunch of trees right here. I range a tree right in front of him, 31 yards. And his nose is almost on the tree. I put it down, and I'm getting ready to draw and shoot him. Picks up his head, turns, and walks directly away.
Yeah, when he turned like that, I called and he stopped quarter heard away. Because I knew he
had
something
no
was
shot
out
there.
there. Just like,
He was 38, 39 yards.
I wish we would have had a decoy, something he could see, just to like give him that little flash. Yeah, he fooled me on. I wondered about checking him here because we would have had a good setup right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
to me, he was over the ridge when we were back there.
If I could
And
have
he probably was.
If I could have got right there in between those two trees, I would have had a good shot right at him when he walked through the wide open at 30 yards.
September 10th. Today's the day. Been telling you.
I know. Let me get one more swig. We still got, what will we have, like 3.5 hours left to find him? We might call in like 18 or 19 more bulls.
It's a law of averages. It will happen sooner than later.
I hope so.
We've had as many close encounters, well, I guess 2 bulls today, as we had pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
Called in 2 bulls, had that other one.
No, I mean, we've been hunting bulls with 50 cows.
Yeah, that's why I like this.
This stuff, all the elk are spread out through here, so they gotta be vocal. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of this stuff in the unit. The elk had them down here.
Well, we know where to start in the morning.
That bull's in the wilderness.
That one is. There's one in the bottom.
That other one is in the bottom. It's not moving as much.
That chuckle up there is legit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like small bull, like.
He's tearing it up. What?
Like those. Those are like the first year 6s or 5s.
But the. That's an old bull.
That's what Dirk says. Dirk, the bugler Durham, dropping knowledge bombs.
Go filter some water real quick.
Recorder? What do you mean? The podcast recorder? Yeah, it
Should be good and solid right there. We're going to record a podcast for 30 minutes. When we're done, we'll have filtered water.
Blam! Gravity!
Gravity's a wonderful thing.
What do you think, boss?
Were you really just filming my foot?
Looks pretty gnarly.
It's pretty disgusting. 'Cause I've had the same tape on my blisters for the last couple days. And I'm putting another piece of tape on my current blister right now. Trying not to cut my hand. Anyway, pretty good day. Got really, really freaking close to killing 2 different bulls today, but just didn't work out. Just sometimes they come in and they're behind brush and you don't have a good shot opportunity, and that's just how it works. That's what happened today. But we heard 2 different bulls bugling tonight on our way up the trail. They may or may not be right on the wilderness boundary, however. We've found some elk, which hasn't been a problem on this trip. It's just been tough getting them to bugle and get them within bow range, but
We found some elk that were vocal and not many cows.
that's right. Hopefully we can build on today, tomorrow, because it's supposed to be perfect weather again. We're gonna camp right on these suckers tonight. Tomorrow should be good.